It's simply a fact that plenty of people don't realize when someone is flirting with them. And there's nothing wrong with that because some individuals are just naturally better at flirting than others. However, recognizing the most common ways women express interest in a man can make dating significantly easier, as it allows you to be more aware of what signs to look for. With that said, let's break this down right now. Number 1, she doesn't hesitate to touch you or even finds excuses to do so. This is something we've all heard before, but it remains an important point. Both men and women tend to avoid touching someone they're not attracted to, unless it happens by accident. One of the clearest indicators that she's flirting is when she keeps coming up with excuses to touch you, perhaps even a bit too often. Does she repeatedly place her hand on your arm or leg? Is she playing with your fingers? Does she compare palm sizes with you? And have you noticed that, even when there's plenty of space on a bench or a chair, she doesn't shift away to create distance? If she's consistently trying to be physically closer, there's a good chance she has feelings for you. Pay attention to how frequently this happens, because depending on the intensity, she may be looking for more than just a conversation. Number 2, she presses her body against you unnecessarily. This is one of the most obvious signs. A woman who wants to seduce you will often lean in closer, press her body against you, or even position herself in a way that allows you to feel her figure. She might also wear more revealing outfits that expose extra skin, subtly teasing you. It's clear she's trying to turn you on and put you in the mood for something more later on. Some women may even take it a step further by deliberately touching your zones, intensifying your attraction and tempting you to reciprocate. Number 3, eye contact. A woman who isn't attracted to a man will typically avoid prolonged eye contact. She doesn't want to send the wrong signals that could be misinterpreted. If the relationship is purely platonic, she'll make eye contact only when necessary, like during a conversation, to be polite. But other than that, she won't do it unprompted. On the other hand, if she's trying to flirt or seduce you, she'll maintain frequent eye contact, often accompanied by a smile, clearly enjoying what she sees. Another thing to watch for is whether her pupils dilate when you lock eyes. That's another strong indicator of attraction. Number 4, she doesn't move away when you enter her personal space. When two platonic friends sit or stand together, there's usually a comfortable distance between them because there's no romantic interest. So observe what happens when you get closer to her, whether you're sitting or standing. Does she become a bit flustered or awkward, but still remain in place even though there's enough space for her to move? If that's the case, it could be a very telling sign in hindsight. Number 5, her behavior around you is different compared to others. Think about how you behave around someone you're attracted to versus someone you have no interest in. Your mannerisms and energy are probably different, whether in subtle or noticeable ways, depending on your level of confidence. The same applies to women. If her behavior around you noticeably differs from how she interacts with other men, then she likely sees something special in you that makes you stand out. Number 6, she talks about. She might not outright say, "I want you," but she could drop hints in the form of subtle remarks. If she frequently brings up topics related to, especially if they have nothing to do with the conversation at hand, it could indicate that she's interested in getting you. If you play your cards right, you might just end up getting lucky that night. Number 7, verbal language. This one is a bit trickier as it varies depending on the woman. A lady's words can often hint at whether she's interested in you. Though it's rare for a woman to explicitly state her desire, she may use indirect language to suggest it. Does she keep asking personal questions? Is she eager to learn small details about your life? Does she laugh at your jokes, even the ones that aren't funny? These are all strong indications that she's interested and possibly trying to get you to reciprocate, while also softening the blow in case of rejection. Number 8, she touches herself, not in that way, you silly goose, but she might be subtly trying to lure you in by running her fingers along her collarbone or near her chest. You've probably also heard that when a woman plays with her hair, she's anticipating your next move. While this may be true in some cases, it's not the most reliable sign on its own. That's why it's better to focus on the first 2 physical indicators mentioned earlier. Number 9, she mirrors your body language. This is another well-known behavior, and it applies to both men and women. Mirroring occurs when someone unconsciously imitates your body language. The key is distinguishing between conscious and subconscious mirroring, which becomes easier with practice. If she subconsciously copies your movements, like picking up her drink when you do or crossing her legs in sync with you, it's a strong sign that she's interested. Number 10, she whispers in your ear. Psychologically, when a woman leans in close and whispers in your ear before giggling and pulling away, it's a major giveaway. Whispering seductively is not something people casually do with just anyone. It signals a high level of comfort and attraction, especially if she's comfortable enough to let you invade her personal space in such an intimate manner. If this behavior aligns with many of the other signs we've covered, then she's very likely trying to seduce you. While these signs aren't foolproof, they are some of the most common ways to tell if a woman is genuinely attracted to you and wants you to take the lead. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section below.